Of course, in Darling, I played exactly that kind of a role where the girl is very energetic, very. In the first half of Darling, again, my character, as everyone knows, she's a very exuberant girl, and post-interval, that's her real character where she's not so lively. So, of course, my character was exactly like that. Difference being that in Darling, the girl is from Switzerland, and Sindhu Menon in Chandamama is from a village. So, barring that difference, both the girls are very energetic. Both of them are very full of life and, bubbly and chirpy. So, earlier I had inhibitions when I had just started out. But now I'm very comfortable. I mean, if someone suddenly asks me to react in a particular situation, I think of it quickly in my mind and I put myself in the character's place and I can react. And there's the only thing that, according to me, again, what we need as actresses, we need to be careful of is we can't cross the line, we can't overdo it. Overacting is very different from just reacting to a situation. So I try my level best. There are times when even I tend to go overboard, but then thankfully my directors control me, and they tell me, they are there to tell me, okay Kajal, we don't want this. Again, you need to have a very good rapport with your director for these kind of things, where he's supposed to come and tell you. He's supposed to say, okay, this is what I want, so behave like this, don't behave like that. So luckily for me, it's been very comfortable. But like I said, yeah, you can't go overboard, and if you are supposed to react in a shock, you can't be like overwhelmed with shock. That'll just be killing the whole scene, and that'll kill your emotion. So you have to take care of these small nuances in acting, and the rest, I mean, each to his or her own. I'm not great. I'm not some great veteran to give a speech or lecture or thesis on acting. I'm just learning myself. This is just the beginning for me. No, actually, contrary to what you're saying, I have received a lot of compliments for my pairing with NTR, and I had a great experience working with him. He is extremely professional. I'm working without heels. But that's the case with most of my co-stars. And I don't think, I have ended up looking very good with all my co-stars, so it's not been any issue like that. But I have received a lot of compliments, and I've heard a lot of feedback from a lot of people saying that they have liked me and NTR together, which is a very nice feeling. I'm very happy about that. And it's been great working with him. He's extremely professional and he's a very good co-star. He's highly talented. So just observing him, I've learned a lot. A lot, actually. Like I said before, I'm highly critical of myself and I don't like myself very easily. So competition is within me. I always try to outdo myself from my earlier film, and I try to prove myself and give my audience something different and something better all the time. Yeah, I have noticed a lot of change from my initial films up till now, where I feel I'm way more comfortable in front of the camera. I am more expressive. And of course you learn with each and every day, so I feel I'm learning a lot, and I already have learned quite a bit. So I'm just like more calm in front of the camera. No, I certainly feel it's the actor and actress's responsibility to promote the film. Of course this goes hand in hand with the entire team. The director, the producer, the actor and actress of the film, everyone together is supposed to promote the film. Because together you've made a product, and there are going to be so many people who are going to come to watch only you. So definitely, I mean, it's definitely my job. My job won't end at just the last day of the last schedule of the movie. No, my job ends when people give me feedback for the film. Till then, I'm still working on the project. Of course, that depends from artist to artist, it depends on each person. For me, I am very selective about the kind of roles that I'm doing. I do not want to do anything repetitive, because more than the audience getting tired or bored of seeing me on screen, I will not be able to give it my best, and I'll get bored doing the same stuff. So for me, change and a variation in the kind of cinema and the kind of stuff that I'm doing, I like to experiment. I like to do different kind of stuff. And every look of mine, like for example, in Darling, I look very different from what I look in Chandamama. And in Vrindavan, I'm looking very different from what I'm looking in Darling, or in Arya too. I try to do justice to the kind of character that I'm playing, and I work on the way I'm looking according to the character. I haven't become intelligent overnight. I mean, thankfully I'm like born with it or something, or maybe it's just my upbringing that I have some brains, thankfully. But no, it's not like I have purposely selected only commercial cinema and not bothered about artistic satisfaction. It's my job to come here, do films that I like, select roles that I like. I don't care whether it's mass or it's art, niche or whatever. I like the story. I believe in the story. I believe in the project, and I go ahead and I sign on the document. So it's just that it's happened to be commercially and accepted by the mass audiences, which again I am very lucky for. I'm lucky that the people have liked every film that I've done so far. It's not like I've selected it and I wanted the movie to become, oh, it's like a mass film and that's why I'm doing it. No. Darling wasn't atypically mass film. If you go to see, Darling was mass as well as niche. The typical Hyderabad multiplex audience loved it. So it's not like I have done this with a lot of planning. I'm not the kind of person who plans a lot, actually, to be honest with you. I take things very lightly and as they come, and I make decisions according to the way situations are thrown at my face. Of course I'd give it a try. I love experimenting with myself and I love doing different sort of things. So if there is an offer where it is an artistic film and it's not very commercial or it's not like a very mass film, I would still go ahead and do it. Definitely. Roles that satisfy me. My next movie slated for release is Brindavanam. And it's been a wonderful experience working for the film. The story is, I know it sounds very cliche, but honestly this is one very different film. Because the movie just doesn't revolve around 2 or 3 characters. It has a lot of important characters in it. And all the characters are very justified in the film. They have to be there. So all in all, it's a very family film. It's highly entertaining. It has elements of comedy, it has elements of emotion, a lot of that. And of course, elements of romance. But it's one movie that I thoroughly enjoyed making. And I'm very happy to be a part of the film. I would like to say a very big thank you to everyone, all the technicians, cast, crew, everyone who's been a part of Brindavanam. I had a great time. Besides that, I have quite a few films in the pipeline, but 2 movies of mine which are on the floor as of now. One with Chaitanya, Nag Chaitanya, directed by Mr. Ajay Bhuyan, and another film with Prabhas, directed by Mr. Dashrath. So yeah, I'm working on those. I have always believed in one thing ever since I was a kid. If God brings you to it, He's going to take you through it. And the same rule applies here. I totally believe in hard work, and I think that pays off at the end of the day. And more than that, I'm very grateful to my audience for having accepted me so easily, and making me like a part of their family. It's a very nice feeling, and I hope they continue doing this. Thank you.